Picture this, a warm summer evening, a cozy blanket, and the soft glow of the TV screen. You settle in, not quite knowing what to expect. And then it begins the sweeping landscapes of Texas, the larger-than-life characters, and the timeless drama that unfolds before your eyes. This was your first encounter with the 1956 movie, Giant. As the film transported you to the vast expanses of West Texas, you couldn't help but be drawn into the lives of the Benedicts and the powerful themes that would resonate with you for years to come. Perhaps it was the epic clash between the old and new, or the unforgettable performances of James Dean, Elizabeth Taylor, and Rock Hudson that etched this cinematic masterpiece into your memory. And then there were those unforgettable moments that stayed with you long after the credits rolled. Maybe it was the iconic scene at the Rita Mansion, or the poignant moments of racial tension that challenged societal norms. Giant was more than just a movie, it was a reflection of an era, and a mirror to our own society. Now, as we dive into some intriguing facts about this timeless classic, prepare to be amazed by the behind-the-scenes stories and fascinating tidbits that make Giant even more remarkable. So, let's journey back to the Texas of yesteryears and uncover the hidden gems of this cinematic gem. And remember, the story of Giant is as vast and enduring as the Texas sky itself. So, sit back and let the magic of storytelling sweep you away once more, just as it did that very first time you encountered this cinematic giant. Giant, a 1956 epic drama film directed by George Stevens, is a cinematic masterpiece that emerged from Edna Ferber's eponymous novel. Set against the backdrop of Texas, the film chronicles the tumultuous lives of cattle rancher Bick Benedict, his headstrong wife Leslie Lynnton, and Jett, Rink, a ranch hand with dreams of wealth and power. The movie's unique style lies in its sprawling narrative and its exploration of themes like racism, family dynamics, and social change over several decades. Giant made an indelible mark on popular culture through its iconic characters, memorable performances, and its honest depiction of the American West. It remains a timeless classic, celebrated for its grandeur and its ability to address complex issues while also showcasing the rugged beauty of Texas landscapes. James Dean's tragic end, a dark shadow over Giant in 1956. The movie Giant captivated audiences with its grandeur and star-studded cast, including James Dean, Elizabeth Taylor, and Rock Hudson. Yet, behind the scenes, a cloud of tragedy and controversy hung over the production. James Dean, the rising young star, played a pivotal role in Giant. Just 8 days after completing the film, he met a tragic end. On September 30th, 1955, Dean was driving his brand new Porsche 550 Spider when he was involved in a fatal car accident near Paso Robles, California. At just 24 years old, the promising actor's life was cut short, leaving a void in Hollywood. Moreover, Dean's erratic behavior during filming added to the turmoil. He once refused to show up for a Saturday shoot, claiming he had plans to move. A week later, he arrived late, leaving the cast and crew waiting. Producer and director George Stevens didn't hold back his displeasure, reprimanding Dean in front of everyone, and even leaving an assistant to direct his scenes. Adding another layer of intrigue to Giant was Dennis Hopper, who portrayed the son of Elizabeth Taylor's character. Despite this on-screen age gap, in reality, Hopper was only 4 years younger than the legendary actress, highlighting the Hollywood practice of casting older actors to play younger roles. As the curtain fell on Giant, the film remained a classic, but the memories of James Dean's tragic death and behind-the-scenes drama continued to cast a shadow over this iconic production. James Dean's Porsche and on-set disputes during the making of Giant in 1956. During the production of the iconic movie Giant, some intriguing incidents involving James Dean came to light. One such incident revolved around a new Porsche Spider that Dean had delivered to the set on his last shooting day. Mercedes McCambridge, his co-star, became the first person to ride with him in it. However, when Dean decided to speed across the Warner Brothers lot to drive McCambridge to her dressing room, studio police intervened, preventing him from breaking any speed limits. Another notable event during the production was James Dean's objection to being kept waiting for his scenes. After being called to the set for 3 consecutive days without being used, Dean skipped his next call. George Stevens, the director, took issue with this, but Dean argued that his extensive preparation to bring his character's emotional depth to life made the waiting grueling. Though not entirely sympathetic to Dean's method acting approach, Stevens adjusted the schedule to accommodate him better. While these incidents offered glimpses into the making of Giant, they also reflected the dynamics and tensions on set. James Dean's passion for his craft clashed with the demands of the production schedule, highlighting the challenges of bringing this epic film to life. So, as we remember Giant, we can't help but recall these interesting moments involving James Dean, his Porsche, and his dedication to his craft. Behind the scenes of the 1956 movie Giant. In 1956, the movie Giant graced the silver screen, leaving an indelible mark on Hollywood history. While the film itself is a classic, the behind-the-scenes drama involving its stars is equally intriguing. One notable incident involved Dame Elizabeth Taylor, who always maintained that she had no romantic entanglements with her co-stars, James Dean and Rock Hudson. However, during the movie's location shooting, a scandal brewed when Taylor's husband, Michael Wilding, invited two strippers to their home while their children were away visiting Taylor's parents. These strippers later sold their story to Confidential magazine, which published it after the film wrapped. Despite Taylor's initial determination not to let the scandal ruin her marriage, she and Wilding divorced in 1957. James Dean, known for his rebellious nature, also brought his defiance to the set. His antics began with a press luncheon announcing the film's production. Dean arrived late and, when asked to remove his glasses for a photograph, responded by donning a pair of clip-on sunglasses over them. He refused to take a bow when introduced by producer and director George Stevens. Dean later explained his behavior, attributing it to exhaustion. He had just finished shooting Rebel Without a Cause and had no break before starting work on Giant. Filming overran, forcing him to juggle both movies without a promised vacation. Rock Hudson, the third lead in Giant, secured the role of Jordan Bick Benedict, Jr., primarily because he was the right age at 30. Director George Stevens believed Hudson could convincingly portray Bick from his early 20s to his 60s. Despite suggestions from the studio for more established actors like Gary Cooper, Clark Gable, and William Holden, Stevens insisted on Hudson due to his age-appropriate versatility. In the world of Hollywood, where on-screen glamour often conceals real-life drama, the making of Giant had its fair share of controversies and personal challenges. These behind-the-scenes stories add an intriguing layer to the enduring legacy of this 1956 classic. In the 1956 movie Giant, a notable decision by James Dean and director George Stevens added depth to the film. James Dean, who played the character Jett Rink, suggested that Rink's final drunken soliloquy be shot in long shot. This choice emphasized Rink's profound isolation, making it a memorable moment in the film. Despite James Dean's occasional unprofessionalism, George Stevens, the director, held him in high regard for his acting abilities. Stevens acknowledged that Dean's dedication to getting into character sometimes caused his lateness on set. This acknowledgement highlights Dean's commitment to his craft, even if it occasionally disrupted the filming process. In a departure from the norm of that era, Giant took a radical approach to portraying aging characters. Rather than casting older actors and using makeup to de-age them, the film opted to cast younger actors and actresses and employ makeup to make them appear older as the story progressed. This innovative approach added authenticity to the character's aging process and set Giant apart in its time. In Giant, the collaboration between James Dean and director George Stevens, as well as the unique approach to character aging, left a lasting impact on the film's portrayal of isolation and authenticity. These decisions contributed to the film's enduring legacy. As we draw the curtains on this cinematic journey through the sprawling landscapes of the 1956 masterpiece, Giant, I invite you to pause and reflect. This timeless classic, starring luminaries like Elizabeth Taylor, Rock Hudson, and James Dean, isn't merely a movie. It's a vivid tapestry of human emotions, societal changes, and the indomitable spirit of an era. As the credits roll, consider the resonance of Giant in your own life. Perhaps it evokes memories of watching it for the first time with a loved one or discovering its profound themes that still hold relevance today. Maybe it's the hauntingly evocative performances that have left an indelible mark on your soul, or the landscapes of Texas that have sparked your wanderlust. Giant is more than just a film. It's an invitation to explore the human condition, to delve into the complexities of love, ambition, and cultural transformation. It's a mirror reflecting our own journeys, aspirations, and the changes we've witnessed over time. Now, I encourage you to share your thoughts and memories of Giant. What scenes resonated with you the most? Which characters do you find most compelling? How has this cinematic gem impacted your perspective on life? Your reflections are a testament to the enduring power of storytelling. Thank you for embarking on this cinematic adventure with us. Your time and interest are greatly appreciated. Keep the conversation alive, and let's continue celebrating the magic of Giant together. Warm regards,